With the rise of influencers like Iman Gadji, Andrew Tate, literally everybody is obsessed with starting a side hustle nowadays. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's great that everyone is trying to build themselves a better future with their time after work. They're going home and committing to the grind, especially when we're young. Like, now is the time where if we're not grinding, if we're not fully committed to our grind, then what the hell are we even doing? This is our time to build a better future. Especially with the amount of competition in the market nowadays, literally everyone, like every young man, thanks to Andrew Tate, is obsessed with starting a side hustle now. So we've got more competition than ever, so it's super important that you fully commit. You can't half-hearted this. You've got to fully commit if you want to beat everyone else who's trying to achieve the exact same goals as you, right? Appointment setting is the side hustle that I used to scale into my full-time income. I was working at Nando's at the time. I'd go home, and in my time outside of work, I was working on building my appointment setting skills, signing a client, and earning commissions. Appointment setting is what helps me escape the matrix, and it's definitely not like all of the other side hustles being promoted nowadays. It's very different. It's not as sexy, it's not as flashy, and it's definitely not going to help you drive a Lamborghini by the end of the year. But it is a legitimate high ticket sales role that businesses need at the moment. It's super high demand. Appointment setting may not be your final destination. You might be aiming for 20k a month, 50k a month, 100k months. And appointment setting is probably not the vehicle to get you there. But appointment setting is a great way to build sales skills that you can use in future business models. And it's a great way to get to your first 5k, 10k months as an appointment setter remotely. That's the key word here, remotely. As an appointment setter, you have location and time freedom, which is the two most important things in my opinion. And with that freedom, you can, and you've got capital that you can invest into other side hustles. It's going to set your foundation to then pursue anything you want in life, right? Everyone's obsessed with making 10k a month nowadays, which is definitely possible as an appointment setter. But understand, it's going to take you a while to build the skills to get up to this point. It's not as straightforward as just social media market. It's like sign 3 clients and you're making 10k a month. It's not like that because it's performance based. As long as you keep committing time to learning and to improving your skill set, your income is going to keep rising. That's how appointment setting works, guys. A lot of you guys have got sort of like a warped perception of how like side hustles work and making money online works, thanks to, again, this side hustle culture, especially on places like TikTok, Hustlers University. And a lot of you guys are obsessed with getting started with things like social media marketing and dropshipping because you want to build passive income. You sort of want to automate everything. You want to be the cool business owner. It looks cool, it sounds cool. I own my own social media marketing agency. But to be honest, guys, a lot of you guys are getting way too ahead of yourselves. Before you are making 5k, 10k a month remotely, you shouldn't even be thinking about passive income. That shouldn't even cross your mind because you need to focus on earned income. You need to focus on learning the skills in order to generate a consistent 5k a month from your phone, from home, from anywhere you want. That's what your main priority should be. Location freedom and a consistent 5k a month. And then from there, you've got some skills. And then with those skills, you can focus on starting a business. But before you start a business, you need to learn skills and you need to set that foundation first. So that's just something I want to get out there. A lot of you guys want to focus on these other side hustles because you're lazy. You don't want to do the work yourself. You want to outsource it or you want to automate it in some way. Boys, if you want to get ahead of everyone else that's starting these side hustles right now, my number one advice is literally do what they're not willing to do. And what are they not willing to do? Work hard. Because all they want to do is set up an automated system or outsource the work and get rich quick. Boys, that's not how it works. You probably noticed that all of these guys that you talk to that have started dropshipping stores and SMMAs, none of them are ever making any money. Think about this, boys. I'm sure you've got loads of friends that are doing these things. How many of them have actually made money doing these things? I bet not many. Everyone is trying to do the exact same things here. Everyone is trying to follow the exact same paths. The same influencers are feeding them the same lies. Think about how many are actually successful from that. Not many people. Not many people at all. So if you want to get different results from them, you've got to be smart and do what they're not willing to do. Do the hard work. I know it's not sexy, doesn't sound cool, but trust me guys, this is your best bet of escaping the matrix and then becoming rich. This is your best chance. There's your roadmap. Step 1, learn valuable skill. Step 2, keep learning valuable skill. Step 3, keep improving at valuable skill till eventually you're making 5k, 10k a month from your phone, and then so many doors in front of you will open that you'll have so many options at that point. But that's your little roadmap, boys. So with appointment setting, like I said, it's not sexy, it doesn't sound cool, but it's a recession-proof skill, it's an AI-proof skill, and it's just a great way to start earning 5, 8, 10k a month. You don't have to do appointment setting, boys. Appointment setting is what I used. I had experience in that. That's what I was good at. But there is other skills out there that you can learn. Closing, triage, DM closing. Again, these are all sales skills that for me personally, I highly recommend that if you're trying to make money online and you want to get into entrepreneurship or make more money remotely, sales is your best bet. Recession-proof skills, AI-proof skills. This is your best bet if you want to make money in 2023, in my opinion. If you have other ideas of skills that you think would be in high demand at the moment and you think that they could make you extra money online, for sure, commit to those. In my opinion, sales is the best bet. Most entrepreneurs start in sales because this is going to teach you the skills to make money in your own business moving forward. Because if you've got a business, at the end of the day, whether it's service-based, product-based, software-based, at the end of the day, you've got to sell something. You have to sell something if you have a business. So by learning sales skills, you're going to learn how to make money in your own business if that's something you want to commit to in the future. So I just wanted to sort of say the mindset a lot of you guys have with these side hustles, right, is you think that you can go home after work, commit an hour a day into making some notes and that's you done for the day. The mindset some of you side hustle geeks have is unbelievable. I'm going to tell you that whatever these TikTokers have told you, or Hustlers University, or wherever you've got this idea of just coming home, writing notes for an hour, and that's it, we need to get that out of your head, right? Here's how a side hustle actually works. You go home, you don't play video games, you don't watch Netflix. Your entire time after work, you are learning skills and trying to monetize those skills. Taking notes for weeks is not going to get you paid, boys. I used to do this. It feels good. You get the dopamine hits. You feel good about yourself, you feel productive, but this is not getting you paid, boys. It's not productive at all. Think about it. We've already established, pretty much every young man at the moment wants to get rich, escape the matrix, thanks to Andrew Tate. You're competing against literally every young man, literally millions and millions and millions of men. You do not have time to sit there and take notes. You simply don't have time, because while you're taking notes, your competition is ahead of you. The longer you take notes, the further your competition is going to get. You need to act quickly, boys. Stop making excuses. Do the hard work. Most of you guys probably know the hard thing that you should be doing. I know I hate on social media marketing, but let's say you've got a social media marketing agency. Instead of planning or taking notes or researching the best ways to outsource work, researching the best ways to do email outreach, you know what you should be doing, right? You shouldn't be doing any of these things. You should just be in the field, in the emails, in the DMs, just outreaching. 100 a day, 200 a day outreach. That's what you should be doing. That's the most profitable thing for you to do. Figure out the rest later. Get paid first, figure out the rest later. Instead of researching all the best email outreach strategies, you know what you should do? You should just go in the emails and figure it out for yourself, because if you cannot copy other people's outreach, it doesn't work like that. You need to be original when it comes to outreach, because if you're copying the same as someone else, then your outreach method is already saturated. If you find an outreach method on YouTube and it's got 2,000 views, okay, there you go, it's already saturated. I teach this in my program, right? I teach you how to set up your own outreach strategy. I give you some examples, but I specifically say, do not copy this, because it's probably already saturated. When you're doing outreach, you always need to be evolving, always need to be improving your strategy, personalizing it, changing it a little bit so that it's unique. You want your messages to be unique if you want the highest response rate, the highest close rate, etc. So boys, instead of taking notes on how the best way to do this is, how the best way to do that is, just go figure it out. Just get in the field, learn through experience. That's what you need to be doing, boys. That's the mindset that you need to adopt moving forward. Forget this taking notes bullshit. Forget this balance bullshit where you are maybe doing work for an hour and then quit, go and play video games because you need balance. You don't have time for that, boys. It's time to take this seriously, fully commit to your goals. I want every single one of you to beat the competition out there, right? You're here, sub to my YouTube channel. Let's make it happen, boys. Escape the matrix or die trying. Keep grinding, boys.